Although Elisabeth Shue is well known from hit movies like The Karate Kid and Back to the Future Part 2, her life outside of the spotlight differs greatly from her time in Hollywood, in a house that tells the story of fame, loss, and silent fortitude. The once famous star now lives alone. Stay with me all the way to the conclusion. 10 years ago, Elisabeth's career was at its peak, complete with A-list roles, glitz on the red carpet, and press stories about her marriage to fellow actor Davis Guggenheim. However, after her brother's tragic tragedy in 2000, she took a back seat to care for him and her newborn child. Less frequent roles were replaced by voice acting and cameos. Then, when her brother passed away in 2014, grief struck again. Because she was grieving, she put her privacy before premieres. Real estate specialists found Elisabeth's current hideout, a stunning 8,000-square-foot property in the elite Pacific Palisades, concealed behind towering hedges, despite the fact that photographers hardly ever see her these days, with its ornate woodwork, leaded glass windows, and ivy-clad stone walls. The Tudor-style estate honors the grace of classic Hollywood. Inside, dark wood floors lead to high ceilings, a library brimming with antiquated books and family photos. On the walls, each one documenting a life once lived in public. Elisabeth and her teenage son Miles live in the East Wing. Her friends say she enjoys spending early mornings drinking coffee by the fireplace, and she continues to receive admirer emails requesting professional advice. There are only a few awards she has kept on a mahogany shelf. In this plain room, a Golden Globe nomination here, a People's Choice Award there. Instead of official Hall of Fame artifacts, the residence has a homey vibe because of carefully selected artwork and family photos. Her daily routine differs greatly from her work on movie sets. In the morning, she walks about the manicured grounds and feeds the koi fish in a stone pond. Around mid-morning, she donates scholarship money to a nearby juvenile shelter and uses her position to encourage aspiring performers. In the afternoon, she writes, sometimes personal pieces and sometimes screenplays that she plans to work on later. In the evenings, she cooks for two, plays a soft jazz piano, or simply watches old films in a wood-paneled theater. In her retreat, which is more than just a haven, Elisabeth is redefining herself beyond roles. She founded a small foundation that provides grieving families with therapy funds. The estate's renovated guest house is often used for volunteer retreats and bereavement workshops. Her home is a therapeutic haven where anyone in need of assistance can find it. Even while Hollywood parties are hidden from the public, she rarely appears in public, but when she does, like at last year's Academy ceremony, she exudes confidence and composure. The flashing cameras of her youth were replaced by silent nods of respect, receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. She expressed gratitude to her colleagues for teaching her not just about acting, but about life. Observers noticed the serene calmness she radiates throughout the corridors of her mansion. So what can we learn from Elisabeth Shue's journey? First of all, love and grief have an equally significant impact on our lives, as do career high points. Second, removing herself from the spotlight could open doors for new projects her choice. To remain private was the first step toward her charitable career. Third, a home can be more than just a place to live. It can be a place for growth, introspection, and giving back. To ensure you don't miss our next in-depth look at the lives behind the stars, please press the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts on Elisabeth Shue's amazing journey from Hollywood to humanitarian homebody. We appreciate your time, and remember that true legacy is made in the heart, not on the screen.